for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the outside of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Justin Tucker lining up.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now open, that's Marquise Valdes-Scantling. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brings up 3rd down.
it's Rodgers. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. I'll bet you'll get galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's 2nd down. And
here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and It's incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the...
It's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll find Tanner. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Jones, the ball carrier.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards, halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe. Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. In the middle open is Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Jackson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
44-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. It's caught at the 7-yard line. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And here's Lewis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And here's Lewis. Now a hit and loose football. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle taking it in. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here's Lewis. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon, his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, it's Jones. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. He's got Lewis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea. Yeah. And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Off the play fake, here's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
To Marquise Brown. 17 yards on the play.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
7-yard line.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more to 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
4 yards.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this to Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Down at the 20-yard line. Matt Judon make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Aaron Jones, incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. One final try now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So the final seconds tick away in this ball.